The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Jazz out in Salt Lake City. For this Utah squad, they've been dealing with a lot of challenges. They need some wins to start adding up here in a hurry, more or less half the season behind us, and they are still struggling to prove they can contend. And now around the halfway point, the novelty of the new season has died down, and we're still a long way from the playoffs. Shaq, how do the players maintain focus through this stretch? How do you maintain focus?
Well,
Have you maintained focus?
Easy. You're a pro, Ernie. Do your job. That's your job.
There you go.
You know, and not only that, you got to be a real competitor. You got to want to compete.
Yeah, good coaching, and the veterans can help you through this because the veterans have been here before. They can kind of lead you and guide you.
Do you feel focused right now?
Not at all.
No. Do you feel focused right now?
Never.
Well, that makes three of us. Here's Kevin Harlan. He's always focused.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
The Chicago Bulls are on the road in this interconference game today. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. And back in Utah following the road trip, it's the Jazz on home turf. They haven't started out with the success they had hoped for, but the season obviously is still very young.
Right now for the Jazz, what a slow start they've gotten off to. At least they have enough time to still get things going here in the right direction.
They do have time, and they do have talent. There's no question they've got some very gifted players, but they haven't been playing up to their capabilities so far.
Smitty, will be seeing a pair of teams tonight who both prefer to slow the tempo and play in the half court.
Yeah, these are the team they want to execute, grind it out. Every possession counts. Not a lot of people like watching this type of basketball, but there's a lot of strategy. Memphis Grizzlies is one of those teams. They're going to grind it out and make sure you play at their tempo.
They minimize mistakes, and boy, you got to keep your focus, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Here it's Edge at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Then there's Grant. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. Mitchell kicks to Favors. Outside Hood. Lays it up and banks it in.
Hood is great at getting into the paint, using that high release point of his to get his shot off.
On the wing, LaVine. Back to Grant. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Lets the three fly. LaVine can't hit. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Yeah, on the road, role players often have a harder time scoring. But on that night, it was just the opposite.
Now, here's Grant, following the miss by Rodney Hood. Mirotic sets the screen for LaVine. 6 on the shot clock. Lopez a screen beyond the arc. And Zach LaVine hits from deep. LaVine's got 5.
Tough to challenge LaVine out there. Big lift on his shot, and you must close out quicker on him.
Gobert with a screen on Grant. Rubio the pass to Gobert. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. For three, Levine doesn't go for it. And it's Utah the other way, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, guys, they were forcing it a bit in that one and shot a relatively low percentage because of it.
But you have to give them credit for being aggressive. The problem is they played too much hero ball. You have to be willing to make the extra pass.
Here's Rubio after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Hood for three. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Rubio dishes to Mitchell. Favors with a screen on Levine. Rubio with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. That one falls.
I love how Rubio controls the pace, able to shift gears in an instant.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Grant kicks to Mirotic. Mirotic sets the screen for Holiday. Kept alive. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Chicago shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
He's off on the first. Robin Lopez, a solid big man who can clean up the glass and Greg get you some points on the other end.
And Robin Lopez might not have great range now, but you know, that could change. He says he's working on a three-point shot, and his logic is that since his twin brother Brook can make threes, it can't be that hard.
Maybe. Good on the second free throw.
Robin Lopez, a player who does more for a team than what shows up on the stat sheet. Very effective inside with his ability to contest and fight for rebounds. A tough defender that doesn't need many touches to play his role.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket.
Oh, wow.
Watch your head.
That's a beautiful jam.
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
And that replay sponsored by Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. There's the pick. Favors with the screen. Hood the pass to Rubio. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Unselfish play by Hood. Could take it himself, but finds the open man.
Here's Levine. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Lakers.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Lopez, a screen on Hood. Levine dishes to Mirotic. Grant kicks to Levine. From 11 feet away. No good. Shot missing. And it's Utah the other way. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And as good as a team as they were a year ago, they hated seeing these guys in their meetings. Just couldn't get it done against them.
Passes it to Hood. The shot, no good. Holiday with the defensive effort. The Bulls leading by 4. On the wing, Levine. He feeds it to Lopez. Back to Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
Another one for Zach. He has a scorer's mentality. Very dangerous when he gets into rhythm.
Favors. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Utah.
And they concentrated a lot on creating open looks from beyond the arc. Player movement, finding space on the perimeter, that was their #1 priority.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Fred Hoiberg.
Well, Kevin, they're going to keep it simple tonight. He wants to run everything through the low post. He told me, physically, we're the stronger team. We need to use that strength to our benefit. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Rubio with it. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Hood against Holiday. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got his second bucket tonight.
Rodney Hood very comfortable with the ball in his hands.
Grant the pass to Mirotic. Another three for Chicago.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
The Jazz play just about the slowest pace in the league. Not many fast break points. They look to grind it out in the half court.
And when the Jazz set up their offense, they love to get into the paint.
Well, they play bully ball. They want to get inside and force the issue. Whether it's driving or dropping it off, they're looking to get it in close and get to the line.
Jazz trail by 10. Now, here's Rubio. 9 points last game. Here's Mitchell. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
Pass to Grant. Back to Levine. Lopez a screen. Off the pick.
Woo! Love it, love it.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
And Favors kicks to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's Mitchell missing. The Bulls leading by 10. Outside, Levine pulls it up. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You love the way Robin Lopez just goes after those missed shots. That's where he can do damage.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Ricky Rubio. How's the last month of basketball been for him? 9th in free throw percentage. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And you think back to just a few years ago when the Bulls were winning the East. That team, core of Rose, Noah, and Dane, had some tough luck not to make it to the finals with that group.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Chicago making some changes. Here's Valentine. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Portis, the pass to Dunn. Kicks it to Valentine. 5 on the clock. They set the screen. And it's off the back rim, no good.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling.
Exum dishes to Urebko. Here's Johnson. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
ISO Joe Johnson in his mid-30s, but he's still a closer. You need a game winner, put the ball in his hands.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Johnson. And Joe Johnson, Steve, able to get his shot off anytime.
You know his nickname, Kevin, is ISO Joe. He has great size, and more than anything, it's his confidence. Trust me, he's very accustomed to scoring with a hand in his face.
There's a good screen. Here's Dunn, and the Bulls with another miss.
Tough miss. He found some space inside the arc, but he could deliver.
Exum kicks to Johnson. Back to Exum. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Chris Dunn picks one up. And Dante Exum, a 6'6" slashing point guard. You don't see a lot of players who fit that mold.
No, you don't, Kevin. His size and quickness is really the foundation of his game. He's very elusive off the dribble, and at the defensive end, he's been terrific for a young player.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Steve, in your playing days, you always struck that balance, I always thought, between calling your own number and creating for teammates. That's a real gift.
It is, and I think the value of playing winning basketball, Kevin, is whatever play dictates making your teammates better or making the winning play. I think a lot of guys right now get caught up in stats. Whatever's the play to help your team win, that's the play that needs to be made.
Yeah, well said. The Bulls leading by 7. Dunn kicks to Markkanen. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, one reason this Bulls team had such a tough time getting easy wins last year, it was their shooting. Second lowest made threes in the league. Just didn't have the personnel to make it happen.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw good for Markkanen. And for the Bulls and their poor shooting, had to trade some shooters mid-season as well. In fact, Smitty ended with the lowest effective field goal percentage in the NBA.
Not having shooters, that will do that to you. Overall, had a bottom 10 rated offense. For the offense they want to run, they are going to need better threats outside.
He's perfect from the line this time.
That's a huge advantage, having a big guy who can shoot free throws like this.
Burks kicks to Udo. There's the dish to Exum. Feeds it to Urebko. Lets it go from deep. Chicago grabs the miss.
And that's the shot he wants. Just a little bit out of rhythm.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
Burks kicks to Udo. Here's Exum. It's rebounded by Portis. The Bulls leading by 11. Pondexter with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Dunn. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And Dunn is spectacular, seeking contact and getting it. Even more impressive that he makes these shots as well.
Exum passes to Burks. That's tipped. And here is Pondexter, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. Number 5, the Bulls.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
Exum kicks to Burks. Out to the wing. Urebko inside. Working on Portis. The shot's good from Urebko.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Chicago's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Steps back and fires. Here's Markkanen. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. .157 left to play in the first. There's a screen. Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Exum kicks to Yarebko. Works for three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Markkanen's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Jazz trail by 13. Johnson dishes to Burks. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Burks has got his first 2 points.
Terrific body control from Burks, reading angles and creating space.
There's 57 seconds left in the first. Now Valentine. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. But he recovers it. Tries to save it, and out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Utah's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out, looking cold from outside. Here's Dunn, and Dunn with the slam.
And the explosion to the hoop, Dunn finishing in style.
Here's Burks. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Lacking confidence right now in his offense. He's been shaky all period.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Exum with it. Here's Yarebko. And so it's Chicago in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. We've got more in store for you right after this. And Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing his skills.
I just want to get better. I just want to keep improving as a player throughout the year, just get better, keep making strides, and keep getting better in every aspect of my game.
Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved. One big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Fun to watch. They give you no time to set up on defense, and we see that reflected in the score.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Portis. Dunn is out there with Valentine. Then there's Markkanen, and it's Pondexter in at the 3. They get it again. Portis can't get it to go.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times. Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Dunn, wide open, he fires, and again, Chicago, no good. Now, here's Exum. He's guarded closely. Burks can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
They set the pick. Here's Valentine. He can't get that one, and Utah the other way now. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Steve, so let me ask you this. Do players consciously think about, I need a couple free throws, I need a couple of layups, I got to get a couple of shots per quarter? I mean, do they try to plot and plan an individual quarter like that and how they're going to score in different ways?
You're totally right, Kevin. The reason why is because as a two guard back in the day, if I could get to that free throw line and put a foul on a guy that's guarding me, that loosens up his defensive mentality. He's not as aggressive. And then now I know when I get to the bonus, I can drive it. He's either going to let me go or I can create contact and get to that line.
2 shots.
You want to score easy, and that's how most scorers do. They really score easy. We just kind of applaud them when they're knocking down threes and big shots.
The first one falls.
Look at the front court tandem of Rudy Gobert and Derek Favors. Both tremendous players. The question, though, do you get enough spacing with those two inside to win it all?
Gobert, he's checked in for Udo. And Burks hits 2 free throws. And in today's NBA, you can sometimes get diminishing returns with two big men who both need to be around the rim.
That's correct, but two things help this Jazz team. Favors is a good mid-range jump shooter. Defensively, he and Gobert are both very mobile for their size. Helps them against small ball teams.
Clock at 6. Valentine. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
Burks kicks to Gobert. Gobert, the screen. Exum passes to Gobert. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
And that's where Gobert is most effective, scoring right around the rim.
Chicago calls timeout.
And the Utah Jazz, historically, they've always been one of the better franchises in the NBA. And it was nice to see them back in the playoffs in 2017 after that 4-year rebuilding phase. It tied their longest playoff drought since the team moved to Utah.
And this Jazz organization operating in a small market, but over the years, so competitive.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of times teams want to take shortcuts to contention. The Jazz know they're not going to win the free agent bidding wars. That creates a kind of discipline that they're looking to build from within.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Derek Favors checked in for Urebko. Rodney Hood comes in for Johnson. Mitchell, he's checked in for Burks. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dante Exum. Grant dishes to Levine. And the Bulls with another miss. Jazz trail by 12. And Rubio kicks to Favors. Count it. Favors has got his first points of the night.
He's a big body. Derek Favors able to weather the contact and guide it home.
Grant against Rubio. Lopez a screen on Rubio. Lopez a screen. 6 to shoot. Here's Holiday. Rebound Utah. Hood, the pass to Mitchell. Over Levine. And it's Mitchell missing. The Bulls leading by 10. Grant gets a wide open look. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And there's where if you get some room, you kind of have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Here's Rubio. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Rubio's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Grant against Rubio. Mirotic inside. And it's good. 2 points.
Great body control from Mirotic, absorbing the hit and nailing the shot.
Hey, Steve, when Mirotic came over to the NBA, he had an immediate impact and showed a lot of promise to grow. Unfortunately, he has been stagnant since his strong rookie season. Any idea why?
Mirotic is just a bit of what you see, what you get kind of player. Not terribly consistent game to game or shot to shot. Can stretch the floor, but doesn't give you much else.
That one misses for Mirotic.
never lacking for confidence. Nikola Mirotic, a seasoned veteran of European play. If he has the ball, he's looking for a shot.
And for many years, the Chicago Bulls were viewed as a model franchise, always were competitive and in the hunt for a title, but this current version just can't escape turmoil from within.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. And the Bulls finally committing, Greg, to a full rebuild this last offseason.
Yeah, and trading Butler was the start of it. I mean, they got some young players to build around and a pick, and it won't be an easy road ahead, but one they felt they needed to make.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Screen by Grant. Takes a three. Mirotic's shot is off.
Rough start to this game. Hits one bucket in the first and nothing here in the second.
Rubio dishes to Hood. Rubio against Grant, and stolen by Mirotic. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Holiday. Gobert with the block.
And that's one of Gobert's specialties, a shot blocking master.
Hood kicks to Mitchell. Another miss by Utah. The Bulls leading by 12. Now, here's Grant. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And you might want to think about working it inside more. The threes were falling earlier, but that's changed here in the second.
Outside Hood, down low. Here's Favors. No good that time. Some solid defense from Grant. Chicago's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Outside, Levine. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
And I don't care what his size is, you cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Mirotic up top. He's covered by Favors and finished off by Mirotic.
The big fella, Mirotic, going hard to the cup. He's got the size to finish inside.
Utah calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's Rubio. 8 points for him. Pass to Favors. And there's the feed to Gobert. Finds the open look, and it's on target. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Favors is a terrific big man, a wonderful passer who sees the floor so well.
Grant the pass to Levine. Grant kicks to Lopez. And some nice ball movement here. Oh! That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Yes.
He almost hit his head on the roof of the arena.
We just saw a man fly.
Man, he really got up there. I don't think he was ever going to come down.
Knocks it loose. Grant outside. Dishes to Mirotic. Outside Holiday. Back to Mirotic. Over Favors. Great D that time from Favors.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Levine against Hood. Outside Holiday. Mirotic sets the screen for Holiday. Off target there with the little leaner.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the leaner.
Jazz coach Quinn Snyder bounced around as an NBA assistant coach. 4 different teams, never staying more than a year. He got his education working under so many great coaches.
And they're able to recover.
And that is the length of Robin Lopez on display.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Coach Snyder said that his experience as an assistant coach helped to erase some coaching blind spots.
Well, you take something, Kevin, from every experience, every stop. He's been well prepared to become an NBA coach. Over 2 decades on the bench before taking over the Jazz job.
One shot.
That free throw good from Hood.
I like Rodney Hood. He plays with great patience. He goes through his progressions off the pick and roll. Once he gets past his initial defender, he keeps them walled off behind him and forces the help D to make a decision.
And that one's good by Lopez.
And that soft touch of Lopez makes things easy for him down there.
Jazz trail by 7. Favors sets the pick for Rubio. Off the pick, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Chicago with the ball. And Hood standing 6'8". Even the defender's breathing down his neck. He can get his shot off without Steve too much concern.
You know, the reason why is he's a triple threat. Pass, shoot, drive. He's shown the ability to read the defense and make the right decision.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Here's Mitchell. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago leading by 5. From 12 feet out. Here's Lopez. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. It's deflected.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Holiday. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Shot clock at 6. The second chance effort, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a look here at the shot chart for Levine.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Free throw good from Lopez. And with the zone defenses the league allows right now, motion offense really becoming a key to efficient scoring, it seems, Steve. Do you like that trend?
I do, because it's really hard. They're taking advantages of the rules. Zone defense is hard to be able to stop teams that really move and move without the basketball. I would love for the league to go back to where a guy can have just a touch or a balance of touching somebody, because being able to guard somebody without touching at all, that is very hard.
I think most players would agree with you.
You just want to be able to touch to get a little balance.
Sure. Exum dishes to Urebko. Here is Udo. Lopez covering. Udo, the pass to Urebko. Utah needs to get off a shot here. The Jazz with another miss.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The 3 from Johnson. Goes back up. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut to just 5 points in the basket from Yarebko.
Second chance opportunities. The great equalizer.
Dunn kicks to Lopez. Over Udo. Lopez dishes to Valentine. Burks with the steal. Exum with it. Well guarded by Dunn. Exum passes to Johnson. 1:33 left in the first half. There's the pick. And the pass to Valentine. Rebounded by Yarebko. Yarebko's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Burks. He's tightly guarded. Now just 1 for 7 with that miss. Tough night so far. Valentine wide open. He fires. Chicago working now with a new shot clock.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Lopez. 6th in blocks, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Free throw good. Portis. And the Utah Jazz watch their star player, Gordon Hayward, depart for Boston in free agency this past summer.
Yeah, and Kevin, especially for small market teams, that's always the concern, attracting and retaining star talent. The loss of Hayward, a real setback for this young team.
Chicago making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. Jazz trail by 7. There's a good screen. Exum kicks to Yarebko. Another shot. Passes it to Burks. From beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Now here's Valentine. Burks covering. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Bulls have had one of the largest and strongest fan bases in the NBA for years, having the Jordan-era Bulls helped, but they have always been a beloved team in the city of Chicago.
Yeah, you see the devotion from their fans at their games, and the numbers back it up. They've had the best fan attendance every year since 2010, and they've been in the top 5 since as long as I can remember, and that's long.
And the first one drops. And the Utah Jazz, one of the top 6 teams in the league last season. But, Steve, they were swept by the Warriors in the second round after the Jazz took care of the Clippers in round 1. How far does this team still have to go to contend for a title, you think?
They've gone from average to very good, but a talent drain this summer with Hayward and Hill moving on. They'll need to regroup, and the West is only getting scarier.
So he gets them both. There's 37 seconds left in the first half.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
But you also want a decent shot if you can get it. That takes priority.
And finished off by Exum.
Very explosive. Exum very capable of playing above the rim.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
One shot.
That's good from Exum.
The point guard out of Australia, Dante Exum, is a rare physical specimen. Reason why he has great length at that point guard position. Great size.
Dunn kicks to Pondexter. Sinks the triple. Pondexter's got his 2nd basket of the night.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
To the paint. It's deflected. Stolen by Markkanen. And here comes the break. And here is Dunn. Pass to Portis. From past the arc. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Chicago. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor. So they're running out in transition.
Got to beat them to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He had 20 points and 1 block. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
Listen, I was impressed with the play of Zach LaVine. He's got that explosiveness. He could play above everybody, dripping with potential, but it's the production that you love to see.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Jazz.
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and crew, standing by courtside.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Defensively coming in, you know he's going to be tough to stop, but I'm still waiting to see a plan to even contain him.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. The Bulls leading by 9. The tough defending Favors and Gobert make up the big men. Mitchell is out there with Ricky Rubio, and it's Hood in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
No surprise, in a battle of wheels down low, the big man comes away with it.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost too.
Offensive rebound. Here's Hood. The shot comes out, and it's Chicago the other way. At one point, they led by 16. And stolen by Hood. Mitchell dishes to Favors. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a look at this season's stingiest defensive teams. 4th, the Bulls.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Holiday, the pass to LaVine. Lopez a screen. Gobert brings the double team. Just 5 on the clock. Lopez, no luck.
A very disappointing start to this half. 3 attempts with nothing to show for it. I mean, Rudy Gobert, a 7-2 shot blocker out of France. He's emerged as the starting center in Utah, a defensive dynamo.
Mitchell kicks to Favors. Shoots over Mirotic. Here's Gobert. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Rudy Gobert not content to just take the foul, used his size to follow through for the bucket.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
The free throw drops for Gobert. And Rudy Gobert with a 7'9" wingspan, arm span, and a 9'7" standing reach. Steve, those are the longest measurements ever recorded at the NBA Combine.
Wow, and also surprisingly, he's light on his feet. The combination of length and mobility, it makes him a terror on defense and a dangerous, dangerous role man offensively.
Jazz trail by 4. And Rubio kicks to Favors. He dishes it to Mitchell. Over Levine. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game. The Bulls have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Grant dishes to Lopez. Mirotic passes to Grant. Levine wide open. And the Bulls with another miss.
They can't buy one right now. 0 for 4 already to start the third.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. He feeds it to Rubio. Hood against Grant. Back to Rubio. For the tie. And he sinks the layup. Rubio's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Grant kicks to Lopez. Back to Grant. Feeds to Levine. Just 5 to shoot. Mirotic sets the screen for Levine. Over Favors. That one wide left.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
For the lead, it's hauled in by the Bulls. Lopez has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. For 3, Levine bangs home the trifecta. Levine's got 23 points.
Yes, Levine filling out the defense makes a good decision to pull up.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. Favors with the screen. Now the dish to Mitchell. Back to Hood. Pass to Favors. Kicks it out to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's Mitchell missing.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight has held them back.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And now a chance to take a look at the shot chart for the Jazz.
Well, you have to think that he is going to look to go to the rim a little more often going forward because the 3 ball just hasn't been there. Sometimes it seems he's not getting his feet set or rushing his shooting motion, but either way, it just ain't falling.
Mirotic, the pass to Holiday. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And it's a 5-point Chicago lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Gobert, the screen. Favors. Second shot opportunity. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Favors got 10 points in the game.
One of the foremost offensive rebounders in the game. Favors always in pursuit.
Mirotic, the screen. And Holiday kicks to Grant. Now the feed to Levine. Dishes to Mirotic. Off target with his 3.
I'll tell you, the defense dodging a bullet right there. That's his shot.
Hood, the pass to Favors. Now Rubio. He's got 10. Back to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
This was all sparked by their defense. They got some stops, and they did it in a hurry.
And last season, so many battles going on in the Chicago Bulls organization, Steve, and they weren't all on the court. Hoiberg was in a difficult place, but was given a vote of confidence for this season from that front office.
You know, it had to be hard for Hoiberg as he's had a lot of things working against him. The roster hasn't matched how he has envisioned this offense working. Then infighting with players and management has put him in a tough spot.
Mitchell dishes to Favors. And Mirotic sends it back. Outside, Levine. And it's off from 3-point range. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Favors. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 6th assist on the night.
He's had an NBA body from day one, and Favors knows how to carve out space.
Fires from the line. Lopez controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bulls lead by 3.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Utah calls timeout. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, he is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Golden State. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, there's Utah. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And seeing where Utah is, this season has to really become a wake-up call for them moving forward. If they didn't recognize before this year that they didn't have the talent to compete in this league, they sure as heck better recognize it now.
I'm sure they do, because it's obvious that the way this team is currently constructed just isn't working. Changes have to be made, and they can't wait too long to make them.
Here's Burks. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Burks has got 6.
Blazing first step of Burks, enabling him to leave the defense in his wake.
Done with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Pondexter, no good. Utah trailing here. Hexum kicks to Urubko. On the wing, Johnson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Chicago's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. And it's in there.
Amazing job by Dunn, positioning himself well inside and dominating the defense.
Exum passes to Udo. He kicks to Burks. Over Valentine. Here's Udo. The pass to Exum. Up top, Burks. He's got 6. And it's Chicago with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Offensive rebound. Back to Portis. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Another shot. Good on the jump shot. He has 6.
Superb pick there that allowed his teammate to get open and get a clean look at the basket.
Here's Burks. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. And Utah has possession. It's a 5-point game.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
Snatched up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And now we bring you the rookie leaderboard, featuring the NBA first-year players who have been dominant on the glass for the past 10 games and counting. 4th, Lauri Markkanen.
He is showing a willingness to get in there and get physical. I mean, the coaches have to be pleased with his tenacity in the interior.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Jazz trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Exum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And though Exum is thin, his height and wingspan make him tough to stop inside.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here. And he knocks down the first one. Exum hits them both. Here's Dunn. 6 points for him. They set the pick. Right wing. Portis kicks to Pondexter. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Pondexter's got 8. Jazz shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Here's Exum, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Chris Dunn picks one up.
The size of Exum really causes a lot of problems for the defense. Not an easy cover at all.
And the first one drops.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Exum hits them both.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Passes it to Portis. The baseline J. Here's Markkanen. It's rebounded by Udo.
He is really forcing things now. Doesn't have to do it because his teammates are picking up the slack.
Power down with both hands.
A tall guard who can see over the defense. Exum with no trouble locating the open teammate.
Chicago leading. Now here's Dunn. 6 points for him. Here's Portis. Count that bucket. He's got 8.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
Kicks to Urebko. 1:36 left in the third quarter. And here's Exum. 11 points in the game. Tries from 10. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Urebko.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Dunn kicks to Portis. There's the screen. Pass to Pondexter. Bulls moving the ball around. From 17 feet out. Dunn misses. Here's Urebko, and that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 4 assists in the game.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Portis kicks to Dunn. And the rejection by Udo. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Burks, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Tremendous composure on display. When they were down big, they did not panic. They just stuck with the game plan.
Now Dunn. 6 points for him. And the Bulls with another miss.
Awfully hard to get back into the game when one of your key shooters is this ice cold and has been all quarter.
Now here's Exum. Not a lot of room. And there's the foul. It'll go on Udo. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Dunn kicks to Portis. Over Urebko. And the shot is long. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Utah out in front as they end the third quarter on a 12-4 run. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on head coach Fred Hoiberg.
Keep our pace, on offense, right? Keep pushing the ball, keep getting out and running. They're going to pressure. They're going to continue to pick up the pressure.
And Fred Hoiberg, moments ago in that huddle, wanting to keep that offense dynamic. He plays up the tempo role. That's something that's important for him. Loves pace. But they're facing some stiff resistance guys here.
Hey, listen, this is a war. Both sides working hard to try and capture that momentum in this contest.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. We've got Valentine. Markkanen is out there with Portis. Then there's Dunn, and it's Pondexter in at the small forward position. And here's Johnson outside. The Jazz with another miss.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
Pondexter kicks to Portis. Feeds it to Markkanen. Rebounded by the Jazz. Urebko's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Burks. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Udo. Favors comes in for Urebko. Mitchell, he's checked in for Johnson. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dante Exum. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Mirotic is checked in for Bobby Portis. Dean comes in for Quincy Pondexter. Justin Holiday's checked in for Valentine. And it's Jaren Grant in for Dunn. Free throw good. Burks.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Bulls trail by 5. Levine dishes to Markkanen. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And it's 9 points for Lauri Markkanen.
That's nice patience by Zach LaVine, finding the open man, not trying to do it all himself.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Jazz have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Rubio the pass to Gobert. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Holiday kicks to Levine. Mirotic the screen. Rocket 6. To tie it up. That one doesn't go. And it's Utah the other way. Burks with it. He dishes it to Mitchell. Back to Burks. Low block shot on the way. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Levine. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Utah leading. And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. Nice D from Levine. And for the Bulls, their shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. He feeds it to Markkanen. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Stolen by Levine. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Jazz making a change here. Hood's checked in. And the Bulls making a change also. Lopez is checked in. Now here is Holiday. Tight defense on him. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And Mirotic kicks to Grant. Lopez a screen on Rubio to tie it up. And he hits the jump shot. Grant's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
Lopez knows how to make himself as wide as possible and bury the defender with a screen.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Lopez a screen. Here's Levine. Utah with the rebound.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
And stolen by Mirotic. Here's Grant. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. For Utah, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Free throw drops for Mitchell. And Mitchell drops them both. Now here's Grant. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Mirotic the screen. Grant dishes to Holiday. Favors against Mirotic. 4 on the shot clock. The leaner, and it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Love how well Mirotic operates off the screen. He's just phenomenal when he gets just a little separation.
Rubio the pass to Favors. Second chance shot out to Hood for the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Lopez has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Grant against Rubio. Lopez a screen to take the lead. Offensive rebound. Levine goes up again. Lopez. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And it's all knotted up.
Lopez knows his length is an asset to him on the offensive end, and he used it right there.
Favors inside. Covered by Mirotic. Favors can't get it to go.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Levine for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Now it's a 3-point Bulls lead.
Having a monster night from beyond the arc. He had 2 bombs in the first half, now 3 more since.
And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. Can they get it? Nice D from Levine.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
Grant outside. From the arc. Second shot opportunity, and it's Lopez laying it in. And the Bulls lead by 5.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And good that time.
Love the concentration from Hood. The defense was doing all they could, but he was just too good for them.
On the wing, Levine. Lopez outside. Hood against Levine. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Utah's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Rubio with a wide open look. Misses the 3. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Grant. Lopez a screen. Grant kicks to Holiday. Outside, Levine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Lopez a screen. Just 5 on the clock. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And that one misses.
And for a center, Robin Lopez is definitely one of the better free throw shooters in the league.
The dish to Mitchell. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Pass to Mitchell. Stolen by Holiday. The feed to Mirotic. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Grant against Rubio. Mirotic the screen. No good from Grant. Jazz trail by 5. Dishes it to Mitchell. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Holiday dishes to Grant. Favors against Mirotic. Lopez sets a screen for Grant. And he makes good on the layup. Grant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Utah shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Here's Mitchell, guarded by Levine. And Favors kicks to Mitchell. Gobert the screen. Hood for 3. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The wide open look here for Holiday. Goes back up.
When Lopez starts going to work on you, sometimes fouling is your only option.
That free throw good from Lopez. Lopez hits them both. Jazz trail by 7.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Hood lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. Gobert with the block. Tries again. Tries yet again. That one no good.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Favors against Mirotic.
Remarkable hustle from Mirotic on defense. Shooters don't feel comfortable when he's around.
Here's Levine. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Levine's got 31.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
This one for 3. No good that time. And it's Utah the other way. Hood with it. Now defended by Levine. And it's Mitchell missing. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 17-6 run. Rubio against Grant. He kicks to Levine. Mirotic, a screen on Hood. There's Levine. Great D that time from Favors. Jazz trail by 7.
Can't waste a second now. And even then, there's still little chance.
They're teetering on the edge, just trying to hold on to any hope.
The kick out to Lopez. Now the pass to Mirotic. Grant outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Rubio. And the Bulls with another miss. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Pulls up. The shot by Holiday, no good.
I'm not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Udo's checked in for Gobert. Urebko comes in for Derek Favors. Johnson, he's checked in for Hood. And it's Burks in for Ricky Rubio. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Markkanen, he's checked in for Mirotic. Pondexter comes in for Levine. Valentine's checked in for Justin Holiday. And it's done in for Jaren Grant. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5.
And one area of concern for Dunn, hitting his free throws with consistency, because he has the temperament to draw fouls.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Udo. Favors comes in for Urebko. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Burks. The Bulls also changing it up. Mirotic is checked in for Markkanen. Dean comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Valentine.
Big shots there. They are clearly in control of this game now.
Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
They need to work on getting a clean, quality look from the perimeter here. That should be their focus.
Here's Mitchell. Another miss by Utah. And so they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 8. 17 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Burks for 3. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
That's what Burke does. Not afraid to take the big shot with the game on the line. Shooting 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th. Here's Rubio. No good on the triple. And now we've got the intentional foul. It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
I mean, thinking back to where Levine was drafted, 13th overall, raised some eyebrows, but it was all about upside.
Baseline try, misses there. And so it's Chicago winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.